how to be disciplined to achieve our goals. First and foremost, we must be very clear what is the goal that we want to achieve. Whether it is physical goals or emotional goals or career goals, relationship goals, spiritual goals, whatever may be the goal, our intellect must have the clarity that this is the exact goal I want to achieve. In management, they say that write down a goal statement and let the goal statement be SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. If the goal is not clear to us, we will not get the strength to pursue the goal. Also, we may keep shifting the goal depending on our mood. So a goal statement makes it very precise that this is the goal exactly that I want to achieve. Second, we must also explore and write down, if required, why do we want to achieve this goal? What is the reasoning behind it? What is it that I am going to gain out of it? How will my life be better because of it? And the more and more we are clear about the purpose of the goal, the more conviction we will get. Clarity and conviction definitely bring about much more discipline in our pursuit to achieve our goals. Whenever we feel distracted, demotivated, if we go back to our conviction that why do we want to achieve this goal, we remind ourselves, it helps to again come back to focus and get disciplined. One more method that helps is to read the goal statement every day. The more we emphasize to our own intellect what is the goal, why do we want to achieve the goal, the more focus and discipline comes into our life. Third point is, I may have a goal which I really want to achieve. Intellectually, I may be clear about it, but do I emotionally feel connected to that goal? If the goal is emotionally appealing to us, it will become much more easier to be disciplined to achieve the goal. For example, if I really want to lose some weight, or I want to meditate, or I want to excel in some exam, or I want to get a promotion, what do I feel about all these? Sometimes they say, how badly do you want it? So if I have feeling for the goal, if it is an emotionally appealing goal, then it becomes more easy to align our actions to it. So what do I feel about the goal? One should ask oneself. Also, it helps to have a picture associated with the goal. When we want to achieve any goal, if we visualize that picture must convey to us the goal, the importance of the goal, how it will be beneficial to me. Because our subconscious mind understands pictures. So, associate any picture. So one can draw it, one can visualize it, or one can get a ready-made image, whatever it may be. A picture certainly helps also to invoke emotions. And many neuroscientists, they say that our brain doesn't know the difference between inside and outside. We think of inside and outside based on our body, but the brain doesn't know the difference between inside and outside because everything is happening within. So if I see an apple with my eyes, it appears to be outside. When I see that apple, certain parts of the brain will light up. But if I close my eyes and visualize the same apple, the same parts of the brain will light up. And hence, according to neuroscience also, it is said that if we visualize that we have already achieved the goal, and what is that picture, then our brain as well as our mind both can get tuned to discover and achieve that goal. So visualization plays a big role. Visualize the image, feel why we need this goal, and creatively imagine that you have already achieved that goal and how your life is different because you have achieved the goal. So if intellectual conviction is there, the mental emotions are associated, then comes the physical action. At physical level, we have to set out certain time consistently to work on our goals. And while we are working on that goal, let there be complete focus. Swami Chinmayanand used to say, bring your mind where your hands are. With full attention, complete absorption, we must do our work. It may be for a short time, it may be for a long time, depends on the goal I want to achieve, but with complete focus and attention. At that time, no distractions. If required, put away the phone, shut down some notifications, sit in a place where there are no distractions, which only reminds one more and more about the goal. Create an environment around oneself that is facilitating the achievement of the goal. So the physical discipline in terms of time, in terms of the environment, can help a lot. Also, we must be aware of what are the distractions and temptations which make us go away from discipline. It may be some temptation to chat, to check the phone, to eat something, to procrastinate. All of them would boil down to some comfort zones. If we want to achieve any goal, it is important for us to identify our comfort zones and break out of these comfort zones. The conviction and the emotions, they will help us to do that. Discipline is not a matter of forming rules and then strictly following them mechanically. Discipline comes from conviction and emotion, and the rules are definitely there, but when conviction and emotion is associated, then that action becomes a completely aligned action. Intellect, mind and body all are aligned. And when that happens, discipline is spontaneous. One will definitely achieve one's goals. Also, it helps to reward oneself when one has achieved the milestones leading up to the goal. If we enjoy the journey, we definitely would be more disciplined and we would look forward to achieving the goal. Discipline becomes difficult when we don't enjoy the journey. And how will we enjoy the journey? When we experience some benefit associated with the goal. Through the journey, when we observe how we have progressed, how much we have achieved, how we feel, then that brings us the motivation to achieve the goals. So enjoy the journey and discipline becomes very spontaneous. Also, it helps that when the mind is distracted, sometimes gentle persuasion helps, sometimes reminders help, and sometimes if it is required, one should also punish oneself, deny what is the dearest thing that one loves. Maybe it is food, maybe it is watching something, maybe it is some conversation with some people. Whatever I love the most, if I deny myself that, then the mind learns to get disciplined and avoid distractions. And finally, let us not consider discipline as something which is harsh, which is going to restrict us, which prevents our enjoyment. Discipline is most important to achieve any goal in life. The more we understand the benefits of discipline, the more we will be motivated to achieve our goals. Discipline is not a hindrance to enjoyment. Discipline is a means to enjoy truly, without guilt. It is to be successful and yet be happy. It is to manifest our potential. A lot of energy is there in water and it just gets dissipated. But when the energy is harnessed through the dam, then electricity is generated and many things are possible with that electricity. Same way our mind has a lot of energy. Discipline harnesses that potential. And we want to achieve great things, we must learn to be disciplined. So let us be disciplined, do great work to achieve great goals and discover happiness.